Well, that was disappointing from an Arsenal point of view. Watching this game as Leicester beat Arsenal 1-0, it was quite unfortunate as Arsenal I thought actually started off quite good, especially in that first half. The problem is that we were just too predictable. I mean, our best player was David Luiz, who was playing centre back and was the one putting in balls in behind to the likes of Saka and so on. But yeah, it seems like the attack all came down the left hand side again. Nothing was really on the right. I mean, Bellerin got in behind once or twice, but couldn't convert. Although he was unlucky with his shot in the second half, I believe it was. It was a good save. But yeah, the first half, Arsenal were unlucky not to be one or even maybe two goals up. We're actually getting some shots away. That's one thing I really hate about watching Arsenal. We just don't shoot enough, as we always just try to walk it into the net or just we just don't get it. We just don't score enough. Ever since Arteta's taken over, it used to be the other way around. We just couldn't defend, but we'd be able to attack pretty well. But now it seems like we're just defending. Like we look a lot more solid in defence, but going forward, we're just not creative enough. And it's just the longer this goes on, it's just going to look more and more stupid as to why Mesut Ozil isn't in the squad. I mean, I know people are sick about hearing him, but it's just ridiculous that he's not even on the bench. I mean, our best player again was probably David Luiz, if not Saka, who's a 19-year-old. He's the only one who seems to take people on and push forward and actually shoot as well. Lacazette probably should have had a goal today. Had one wrongfully, I reckon, ruled out, but he had another chance or two. He needs to take them. Aubameyang usually does, but even he was really, really quiet today. Ever since he signed his contract, he hasn't really been pushing forward. So I hope he steps it up soon. Otherwise, that contract's gonna look terrible. It's almost the same as Özil and Sanchez when it looked like we were gonna lose both to Manchester United, and the fans were screaming from everywhere. And then we ended up getting Özil to re-sign at least, and then he just fell off a cliff. He just hasn't played much since then. He just doesn't get game time, and when he does, he hasn't performed the best. But it's not like he's worse than the players we have out there, especially in midfield at the moment. We just don't have enough creativity from the middle of the park and goals as well. Like, we had Partey, who I really like, Xhaka, who I don't rate, and Ceballos, who I don't rate. I'm sorry to say. And we were playing, I guess, a 3-4-3 in attack, but it seems like when we're on the attack, Xhaka would go into that third centre-back role so that Tierney could push forward along the left-hand side. And Tierney and Saka, I like their partnership. I hope it only gets better. And I believe they have something going for them on the left, and that's why it always goes down the left. But we need to get something going on the right. Like Bellerin, and whether it's Pepe or it was Aubameyang today, which I don't understand why he was on the right. Although they do rotate, they do switch it up. But yeah, we just need something down the right as well. Like, Pepe needs to start producing now, and I hope Arteta keeps playing him because I don't want to see Willian out there. I don't understand why we signed him. But yeah, in the goal that they scored, Leicester basically had this plan from the get-go. They had Vardy on the bench, who probably wasn't 100% or just wasn't fit enough to play the full 90, and they just hung in the game. They defended well, and then last half an hour they bring him on. They looked to get us on the counter-attack, and they did far too easily. I'm not sure who played the ball over the top, but it was to Under, who just did a quick run in behind Xhaka. And Xhaka, I know some people rate him now. People have come around on him, but I don't like him. I just don't rate him. He's perfectly mediocre, but he's just not. I don't like him in midfield, and I don't like him in defence either. Like, you just saw how easily he got spun and run in behind there. He's just too slow. He's not mobile. People say he's got a good left foot, and I agree. He's good sometimes at spraying the ball and stuff, but he needs to use the left foot more and at least take some shots or something. We get no goals from the midfield whatsoever. And then when we play Partey, Xhaka, and Ceballos all together, it's just not good. I mean, Ceballos can sometimes have a good game and play some good passes, but he's not consistent enough, and that's why Real Madrid don't use him. That's why he's on loan to us. So I think going forward, Arteta's going to have to choose between Partey, Ceballos, and Xhaka. He can only play two of them. And Partey's got to be one of them, so it's out of Ceballos and Xhaka. But yeah, perfectly good game from Leicester, but 5 of them had yellow cards. That's another thing. We need to be more aggressive and try to take players on. We need to get it up to Aubameyang and get it to Saka and Lacazette instead of every time. Leicester just guarded the middle and made us play out wide, and we were happy to. But we need to try to force it into the middle and get it to our attacking options, especially when no one can score except our front three. That's another thing that infuriates me. At least Saka shoots, and when he shoots and misses, everyone's sucking and asking, why didn't you pass? Maybe because you guys don't shoot, or you're not in a good position. At least Saka has the balls to shoot. He's a 19-year-old. He's probably been our best player. So I just don't understand. Hopefully Martinelli comes back soon as well, because I love Martinelli. He's one of my favourites. Along with Gabriel, who's just rock solid as a centre-back. Great signing. But yeah, hopefully Leno picks up his form as well. I mean, I don't know. His positioning was a bit questionable, and I think he had a bad clearance in the first half where Maddison took like a long-range shot, which could have gone in. And what's Ainsley Maitland-Niles got to do to get into this team? Honestly, it's quite infuriating to watch. But yeah, 1-0 to Leicester. Hopefully Arsenal will pick it up next game. Thanks for watching and listening, guys. Peace.